Hey everyone, welcome to the vid, and in this vid I'm going to talk about Project X and tell you everything that I found out about this project. Project X is a DAS and a NAS protocol where they've basically had the vision of creating a project which is self-sustaining, whereby you buy a node, a proportion of those tokens goes to the treasury, and some of that money goes back to rewards. This is version 1 of the project, and the team quickly realized that version 1 wasn't going to give them what they wanted. So they paused a little bit after they launched and they came out with version 2. Version 2 does include NAS, which is Nodes as a Service, so they do have an Avalanche validator node. And they're also looking at making it a little bit extra enticing for investors by paying out people their rewards in tokens other than the native token. All these things make Project X stand out from other node projects, but the team doesn't want to stop there. They want to start doing proof of work and proof of stake. Also gamification, so doing their own game, launching NFTs, and even a launchpad incubator to help new projects get off the ground. Here's their roadmap, and you can already see they've done a lot in Q1 of 2022. Most importantly, the initial treasury investments and the KYC and the Avalanche validator node. Some of the things which also stand out on here is the charity. I think that's really cool work, and they are going to dox as well. Although you can see that the team is pretty much partially doxed sort of down here, and they want to join the UOT, the Union of Transparency, which Hive, Thor, and Power Nodes are currently a part of, and doing their own blockchain in Q3. So do you know what all this means? It means that if they do what they say they're going to do, then this could potentially be the biggest node project out there, potentially big enough to even rub shoulders with Strongblock. So let's have a look at how they actually work. So you need 10 PX2 tokens to create one node. You get 0.17 per day. In terms of costs, they're about $245 to create a node. And you're getting about $4 a day, which is about $120 a month, which means there's about a 2-month return of investment. When each node is created, this is how the tokens are distributed. 7 go to the rewards pool, 2 goes to the treasury, 0.5 goes to the operations pool, and 0.5 goes to the smoothing reserve. Smoothing reserve is basically like a rainy day fund where they can use that money to protect the sustainability of the project. So they can pump it into the rewards pool, they can use it for buybacks, just whatever they think they need to do due to market conditions to protect the sustainability. There's no node fee or maintenance fee, which is really good, but all I'm seeing here is that all this is getting swapped to AVAX. So does that mean that there is a constant stream of selling pressure, even though it's really small, on the token? What also feeds into sustainability of node projects is the taxation of the tokens, whether you buy, sell, or swap. And you can see here there's no claim or transfer tax, but there's a 0 up to 30% sell tax. Basically what that means is when you're selling, it could be 0%, it could change in a moment and go up to 30%, which is going to stabilize the price of the token. The only thing about this tax idea is that with most node projects, you get some kind of rough idea of roughly how much you're going to make per month. But say you have $1,000 worth of tokens, and on the day you want to cash out, they jack up the tax to 30%, that means you're only going to get $700 worth. They aren't that keen on a multi-sig because they think it doesn't actually provide any safeguards. I'd actually beg to differ for that. What I think is really cool as well is their bug bounty program. So if anybody finds a bug, instead of exploiting it, they can get a $10,000 reward for telling the type of bug that they've found. One of the things which also makes or breaks a project is their communication with the community. And they have a really, really good Discord. And you can see here their investments. They are actually going through and doing their investments. There's the one for Strong. You can see the Strong tokens here, which they've done. And importantly, here's the Avalanche validator node. And you can see here's the validator node. What I thought was really interesting with this is that only one person is actually delegated on this node. And I'm not quite sure why that is. And when I asked them in the Discord, they basically said, yeah, we haven't actively encouraged people to delegate on the node yet. The project has yet to do any off-chain investments, any proof of work, any games, any NFTs, or to create their own blockchain. But granted, they are a very new project. They've only been around a few months. So obviously all this stuff is going to come later on. One question they couldn't answer is when people are going to get paid out in different tokens. Because imagine getting paid out in stablecoin, or imagine getting paid out in AVAX. But I think this project does have what it takes if they continue to go the way that they're going, because everything they've said that they're going to do in Q1, we're about 2/3 of the way through that. They've done about 2/3 of the work. So it does look like that they are on track. And if they are able to integrate the NFTs and do the game and even get their own blockchain happening, which is really, really, really big stuff, then, this project could be massive in the future. And this project is certainly something I think is worth keeping your eyes on. And so what do you think about Project X? Are you invested in them? How's it been going for you? How are you finding the community? Are you making any money, compounding, all that type of stuff? Would love to know what you think about this project. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.